Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got a lot of thoughts on my mind. And here with the transgender issues being so broadly passed onto the greater population recently, I think now is the time more than ever that this really needs to be addressed from the perspective of sin. Because society as a whole is trying to accept something that God does not intend for people to live as. You say, well, John, you know what? I can't help this. I can't help but to live this way. This is how I am. This is what my mind says. This is what my brain says. No. You know what? I believe you when you say you cannot help it. There's a struggle inside of you. A struggle that is very real. A struggle that I've had to deal with my entire life and I still deal with echoes from. But that struggle that is too big for you as a transgender person to handle, guess what? It's too big for society to handle. It's too big for the government and its laws and regulation and rights to handle. But it is not too big for Jesus Christ. Nothing is too big for Jesus Christ. 2,000 years ago, he came to the cross to die for our sins, to set right what was destroyed 2,000 years before that in the Garden of Eden. When Adam and Eve set themselves apart from God by eating of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. They decided to step away from God at that point as a monumental step away. And that has been passed down through the generations to me and you and everybody else, to the other 7.5 billion people on this planet. Transgenderism is just one more thing that we have to deal with. But it's not too much for God. When Jesus Christ was put on that cross, he was fully human. In Hebrews chapter 2, it says, right here, for this reason he had to be made like them, meaning us, people, fully human in every way, in order that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in service to God, and that he might make atonement for the sins of the people, because he himself suffered when he was tempted. He is able to help those who are being tempted. The same as you're being tempted to step away from the life that God created for you, to become a female when you are born male. Jesus Christ knows what it's like. In every way, he was made human, fully human. He knows. He knows. He's felt it. He has felt this desire that is inside of us. If you go down to chapter 4 of Hebrews, verse 15, it says, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses. But we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. By sin, we're talking about setting oneself apart from God. He did not allow that to happen. Transgenderism, I'm not saying that there isn't something going on up here. What I am saying is that to allow yourself to embrace that, you're stepping away from God's plan for your life. And this emptiness that is inside every last one of us, there are no amount of surgeries, there are no amount of hormones, there is no amount of social regulation that will ever be able to fill that hole. That's one thing that only Jesus Christ can handle. He's the only way to really find peace in your lives. You guys take care, and God bless.